Another story that I wrote, I made a version of this on the 30th, but I didn't like how the version really was. It was based off a Kanye song, and I finished the first version yesterday, and I made some edits to it today to this version. I hope you like it. I remember knowing this boy back from 6th grade. He would always keep to himself. He seemed pretty awkward. I would just call him Geek. He was friends with another one of my friends. I would just say he has curly hair. Curly boy, sure. Me and him would always play games together during lunches. There was nothing else to do. He was basically my only friend. Geek seemed like the perfect friend to him. They both shared the same interest as slap battles. I mean, I did too. And outside school, me and Curdy Boy would always play together. During lunch, though, he always seemed more focused on Geek than me. It seemed a bit too weird. Even if Curdy Boy wanted to be alone for the day, Geek was always there. Even with his other friends, Geek was always there. He even started to insult me for being friends with him. He did that for a lot of his other friends too. He was a manipulator. When we got to 7th and 8th grade, it felt like something within Geek changed. He was still shy and awkward, but he seemed a lot more focused on what others thought of him. I saw this behavior while me and Curly Boy were hanging out, and he seemed much more aggressive than he usually was. He insulted and criticized the both of us, while then immediately giving us praise afterwards and pretending he didn't just spew insults at us. He also seemed more interested in the drama, and even roped in someone I didn't like, on purpose, just to see the drama. For some inexplicable reason, Curdy Boy didn't see a problem with this. In fact, he would join in. I guess Geek manipulated him into thinking that's normal. Something else about Geek was that he really liked music. I think his favorite rapper was Kanye West. He would make this very clear by insulting us if we didn't agree with that, or he would try to force us into listening to him. If I were to guess, he started to adopt some of the things he said too. With Curly Boy specifically, he would first insult him for not being an exact replica of him, then get way worse, then just say it's because he cares about him. I really wish I could have said something, but he's a dangerous and unstable person. Geek would always leverage that he was his only real friend, and nobody else really cared about him like he did. I guess that's what made Curly Boy stay attached to him. Plus, he had been in a friend group of online friends, and he felt were better than him. If I were to guess, he manipulated them too. Once we got into high school, Geek really just stayed the same. He looked a lot sadder now, so I guess something happened during the summer. Speaking of, me and Curdy Boy played a lot of games during the break, mainly just Danny's World. I tried to help him again and again, like Geek was just using him, but he tried to justify it with, I just do a lot of things wrong, which makes him mad. I just don't try enough. He's just mad about me not caring as much as he does. I didn't want to see Geek anymore. I really wanted him dead. Even more so when they started to talk again. The friend group of me, Curly Boy, everyone else, and Geek started to form again. But it suddenly stopped one day. That same day, I noticed that Geek started to go out of his way to ghost Curly Boy. It didn't seem like he had other friends, so I guess something happened between the two. When I noticed that Curly Boy was waving at Geek, and he just ignored it, I knew that it was over. I remember that Geek had a couple of seizures, so I guess Geek got really offended by something Curly Boy said and ditched them. I'm honestly really happy that it was Geek who did that. God only knows what would have happened if it was the opposite. Speaking of God, Curly Boy told me that he turned religious during the summer. It's kinda ironic that he saw himself as a saint. He is a manipulator. I always see Geek whenever it's a transition to lunch. He really looks a lot happier. Curly Boy didn't do anything bad though. Curly Boy didn't deserve anything like that though. Curly Boy didn't deserve anything like that though. Did he even care about Curly Boy? Did he even feel shame when he started to ghost? Did he see himself as a perfect saint and Curly Boy as a wretched devil? Curly Boy didn't deserve anything like that though. Well, I guess Geek is happier now about him. I really hate the fact that all of this happened. I feel like Geek still paints himself as perfect, even though I'm pretty sure he's narcissistic. He left scars on the both of us, and I feel he'd happily do it again with whoever. I really hope that's not the case. Something else about Geek was where am I? Something else about Geek, he really likes the battle cats. I've heard he also has a YouTube channel. He he was also a member of the community, and he turned pretty toxic before leaving. I guess power got to him. From what Curly Boy used to tell me, his account name was Space Street Cat. I'm really happy he got what he deserved, but at the same time, I wonder what he's doing right now. And